everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is, why tolerate a deadbeat husband? Why tolerate him? Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, to get us started, I did pull a video, and we have a letter. Let's watch this video. We're going to read the letter and talk about this issue. Why tolerate a deadbeat husband? Here we go.
If you're a woman and you are with someone that has financial instability, ask yourself why. Ask yourself what within you attracted. It always starts with you. It's not about them not having financial stability. It's about you. You got to ask yourself, where do I feel that, maybe I don't deserve to be taken care of? Where do I feel maybe non-abundant? Where do I settle in life? Where do I mistreat myself in life? Where do I speak negatively to myself in life? Where do I accept the scraps when I could be receiving the best? Where do I do this in life? And I can promise you one thing. If you attracted a man that is unstable financially, there is probably a resonance within you in other areas of your life that caused you to attract that man.
All right, let's dive into this letter. I have been married to my husband for 8 years. I am 34 and he is 41. Throughout our marriage, he has never been a provider, and I fell for him based on potential. Ladies, don't fall for a man on his potential. If he doesn't have it, well, then don't commit until he gets it. Okay? All right? When we were first married, he was working at a job where he stayed for 5 years and was a supervisor. He left that job for a higher paying job, which he was only there for less than a year before he was let go for poor attendance. All right, well, apparently he didn't like that job. Since then until now, he has been job hopping. He attended trade school once, but did not complete it. We began having problems 2 years ago when he was fired again from his job and went on a vacation with his brother and spent a large amount of our savings. I was frustrated and vulnerable at the time and began talking to a man at work. Well, wait a minute. Why didn't you talk to your man at home and try to straighten that situation out instead of you looking at another man? Understand that that's the worst thing you can do. If you're having trouble with the man you're with, it's better to try to solve that if you can. But don't run off to try to engage with another man thinking that's going to make your situation better at home. It's not. It's going to make it worse. Don't do that, ladies. It's a bad decision. I went to the man's house, but I couldn't bring myself to actually cheat. Well, like I said, that would have been a very bad decision for you to cheat. A very bad decision. We've had problems since he has been let go from 2 more jobs since then. I'm beyond frustrated, and I don't know how to navigate myself out of this situation. Well, I tell you, if you and your husband can't come to an agreement that he is going to be the provider of the home, well then, it doesn't look like this relationship may work for you. Because your husband is supposed to be the provider. And if your husband is not that, then why tolerate him at all? Why tolerate him at all? But ladies, if you decide to end your relationship, end it first. Take your time, understand, to get over it. And it's going to take at least a year to get over it before you start looking at someone else. Because you're only hurting yourself when you do that. You're not hurting the other person or anything. Now, like the guy said in the video, you attracted this man into your life. And it's something in you that attracted this type of man. Which means that you kind of need to work on yourself. You probably need to heal some childhood wounds that you have to make you feel like you don't deserve better. Because you attracted him in the first place. Now, he was working as a supervisor when you attracted him. So, you know what I mean? Maybe this was a pattern with him, but when you met him, he was okay. Apparently, when he was a supervisor, maybe he liked that job. You see? And maybe he should have stayed. But he went for a higher paying job. I don't know if he did that because maybe you spoke to him about it. Or was it himself decided that he wanted a higher paying job? Because if it's him, well, then he does have some ambition to get a higher paying job. And maybe, he's just in a stupor right now. And he may go out and decide, to do a whole lot better. Especially if he realized that his marriage is in jeopardy. If he's not a provider. And he needs to know that his marriage is in jeopardy. Because you've already, kind of tipped out on him. Going to another man's house. You see? You need to discuss this situation with your husband right now. And see if you two can come to some sort of agreement to where he needs a stable job or stable income. If he doesn't want to work for somebody, well, then he can work for himself. But he needs to be the provider of the family. And he needs to understand that. All right? And if he can't measure up to that, well, then, it's up to you whether you want to stay in this marriage or not. But don't run off and cheat in a marriage. Don't do that because you are creating karma for yourself and it's not going to be good. All right. The best thing to do is try to work out the situation that you're in right now. Now, you've been married for almost 10 years. You didn't say if you had kids or anything like that. But, is he a true deadbeat? Or is he just having a difficult time finding the right fit for him? Sometimes men, they work these jobs, but it's not the right fit. It seems like when he worked 5 years as a supervisor, maybe that was a better fit for him. But apparently he wasn't making the kind of money that he wanted. Maybe he's the type of man that works better on his own. If he is, maybe he can make a living from working for himself. So what I'm saying is, I think you should give your husband a chance to realize that his marriage is in jeopardy if he doesn't step up to the plate. All right? And then if he doesn't comply, well, then it's solely on you whether you want to stay in this marriage or not. It's free will. It is really your decision. But realize that you really can't change people, but the person will have to want to change. Your husband will have to want to change. And if he values his marriage with you, then he will. But if he doesn't, he won't. He'll continue to do whatever he's doing. It's really up to you. So with your husband not working, I suppose that you are the provider of the family. And you should not be in that position. You should not be in that position where you are supporting your husband unless he's fallen ill or something like that. I can see that, But not to support him like you're his mother or his parent. That's the point. I hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Those of you that have these deadbeat husbands, number one, just realize that it's something in you that attracted that. Something in you that needs to be healed so you don't attract these type of men in your life. On the flip side of that, just realize that sometimes men are looking for the right fit. But they need to realize if they have a family, they have to do whatever they need to do to provide for their family. You just can't just be out of work. That doesn't work. So ladies, if you're with a deadbeat husband, you need to think twice whether you want to continue the marriage or not. You have free will, and it is totally up to you. I hope that this message really helps someone. For those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. And those of you who are interested in these caps, they are available in my online store. I want to thank you so much for your comments and your letters, and a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.